Season 28 of The Voice is underway now on NBC, and one of the contestants vying for the top spot is Aaron Nichols, a Bakersfield native. Aaron, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
It
Man.
is so great to see you. Congratulations on making it not only on The Voice, but onto Team Reba. She's such a legend.
Oh my, thank you so much. Yeah, there wasn't much of a choice there. I mean, I know those are all great coaches, but once she hits you with them blue eyes, man, you get locked in.
Tell me about the experience. How did you even get to the big stage on The Voice?
Uh, well, I learned how to sing later in life. I think I covered a Chris Cornell song in 2017, found out I could sing a little, and then I auditioned for The Voice shortly after when I definitely shouldn't have. I'd barely started getting used to singing. But I guess they kept that audition around, and I moved to Nashville. All of a sudden, I get an email out of the blue. They're like, "Hey, we're doing auditions in town if you want to come try again." This is probably a good 3 or 4 year gap in between or something. I was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's go
Oh,
try it
wow.
out." No idea I'd actually get picked to go and do it, but I'm so glad they did.
That's amazing. And I think the incredible thing too is not only did you get on Team Reba, but you were her final team member closing out, for season 28 for
Yeah,
her.
it was crazy. We don't really know how we know the teams are filling up, but we don't know the numbers or anything when we get out there. We just go out there and give it our best and see what happens. And I just really glad I got her to turn around.
Wow, that's amazing. Let's talk about your song choice, the Chris Stapleton song. I don't know if you've seen
Oh
what
yeah.
people are saying now online. They say if they close their eyes, they would swear it's Chris Stapleton singing. Is he
Yeah,
one
I
of your favorite artists?
oh absolutely. The guy's my favorite living singer right now. He's got the my favorite voice on the planet. And yeah, like I always tell people because people give me that compliment a lot. They're like, "Hey, you sound a little bit like Chris." I'm like, "I sound like Chris from like a discount or clearance shelf, you know." He did. You're not paying full price for him, but I'll take that compliment all day. And yes, absolutely, Chris Stapleton is one of my all-time favorites.
Oh, it's amazing. And so what was it like going on the stage? Are you nervous or what is that feeling like?
Yeah, so leading up to it, you got a lot of this just build up and you're just ready to go. But once you hit that stage and you're looking at the back of those chairs, your nerves do kick in. But I don't know about a verse into the song, you just kind of settle into it. And I'm just playing live again, like I do in Nashville, like I've done for the last, I don't know, 5, 6 years. But at first, it does hit you where you're at, that you're being filmed, you're going to be on TV. And yeah, nerves definitely play a factor, but you get over it, about a verse or so into it.
And then, yeah, once that first chair turns, take us back to that moment.
Oh, um, there, I tell everybody this, and it's weird because I keep on singing, but there is a moment right when Reba turns that I black out a little bit. I just smile, I point at her. My brain is doing other things while I'm singing, and then you have to kind of like, oh yeah, I have the rest of this song to sing. Because that moment, whenever she turns a cherry, your brain tells you, you're like, oh, you made it. You're on the show. And you have to fight through all that to finish singing a song, even though you know you made it on the show. And then stack on top of that, you're getting towards the end of the song, and all of a sudden Michael Bublé and Snoop Dogg turn around too, and you still have to finish. It's crazy. Trying to finish singing with all that going on in your head is really tough.
Well, you did a fantastic job. Your voice is incredible. They talked about the gravelly sound, and Michael Bublé actually said that he thinks you can win this whole competition.
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, they're gonna cut that for sure. There's no way because I'm not on his team. They're gonna cut it. But I'm glad they left it in there. That was wild. That was a vote of confidence from Michael Bublé, and that was I would say it was a hard choice. Like Reba was definitely the front runner, but Bublé and Snoop were honestly on the radar as possibilities. Like if Reba didn't turn, that would have been a tough choice. But Michael Bublé seems like the most sincere kind of person, and I respected him a lot, and I was really happy to hear that. I was like, my goodness, not even on his team yet, and he's already telling me that. It's crazy.
That's amazing. I love Snoop's pitch too, the double ARON with the DO double G.
Oh my God. Yeah, you'll hear me. I'm looking there like at that line I said where I got to pinch myself. I'm like, what is my life right now? This kid from Bakersfield is sitting in front of superstars, and Snoop Dogg is rapping with my name about being in California.
That
It
is
was surreal,
amazing.
very
And
surreal.
and speaking of Bakersfield, tell us a little bit about your beginnings here. You were born and raised here, right?
Yeah, born and raised here. My we grew up the first couple years, 4 or 5 years of my life were in a really rough area, and my dad ended up going to prison. And at that point, my mom basically we used all of our family and friends to kind of watch us for a bit while she was going to school to become a respiratory therapist there at a San Joaquin hospital. And yeah, shortly after that, she was making better money and moved us into a slightly better area, like a lot safer neighborhood. But she's a crazy person in the best way. Just worked 12-hour shifts at a hospital and then would come home, take a small nap with crazy kids running around, and then go work at cleaning houses to just take care of all the extra things. Eventually,
Wow.
guitar lessons, piano lessons, just dinners out, whatever it was. She worked like a crazy person. Me and my brothers are all very grateful. She was
Wow.
amazing.
And so she did work extra to pay for guitar lessons, and that
Yeah,
ultimately, I would imagine, led you to where you are today.
100%. When I was right after we shortly moved to the slightly better neighborhood there in like South Nashville, South Bakersfield, somewhere near Monitor. She saw me picking around on a keyboard and I was playing along to the score of a movie that was on, just the melody. So she put me in piano lessons, which I hated and resented and eventually gave up on. But then my brother brought home an electric guitar. And when he wasn't looking, I'd start playing it when he wasn't around. And she saw that. She kind of said the same thing. She's like, "You stick with this for at least a year, and we'll get you guitar lessons." As a kid, I'm just thinking, "Man, cool, whatever." Not realizing that what that also means for her is picking up another side job, cleaning houses or something after work to pay for that. You appreciate that a lot more when you get older and you get married, start paying bills, you have a kid of your own. You look back, you're like, my goodness, I don't know if I can't even imagine having to do all that on your own.
Wow. Did you feel then more pressure to stick with it because your mom was sacrificing so much?
At the time, I didn't. I was lucky and I was obsessed. I was obsessed with music, but then I got obsessed with guitar and creating music. But I don't think as a kid I had the wherewithal to have that kind of that perspective, that appreciation for what she was doing. That kind of thing definitely hit me a lot harder once I moved out. You start looking back on your life and you're just shaking your head like you didn't realize any of this at the time, and then now it's all settling in like, wow, we had a super mom. We didn't even know it.
Wow. That's amazing. And so was that her with you at the audition with your wife and your son?
Yep. Yep. I'm not a big crier, but I knew mom was, and she lost it on
Oh,
camera every time I talked about this, she got all emotional again. But I was so glad she was able to be a part of that with my son and my wife.
you went to school here locally too?
Yeah. Yeah, the entire school journey, whatever, elementary to high school. A couple
Yeah.
different schools, but yeah, all over the place.
And where'd you
Started
graduate
off
from? Oh, go
I
ahead.
graduated from Ridgeview
Okay.
High School, South Bakersfield, and then but I started the first 2 years of high school at South High. So I was still in that district until we moved and got closer to Ridgeview. But yeah, I mean, went to Frank West Elementary for a few years, went to Paul Elementary for a few years. We got to jump around a bit,
Yeah.
but
And
I've
so
been all
what
over
made
there.
you ultimately decide to go to Nashville?
My wife and I got married, and about a year in, a friend of mine hit me up and just telling me about some opportunities that were coming up for music as a band in San Diego. So we first went over to San Diego, which was just, I mean, growing up in Bakersfield, I loved all the people, but not so much the weather. So San Diego weather sounded really nice.
Hmm.
We lived there for a while, got started in music, started doing full-time music, playing for wedding and corporate bands, private events, things like I was just a guitar player, by the way. I haven't even started singing yet. I could sing harmonies, but no one wanted to hear me on the microphone. And somewhere over in San Diego, I think it was, like I said, around 2017, Chris Cornell passed away. I covered a song of his, found out I had that gravel thing that everybody's hearing now. And shortly after, about a year or two after, people didn't care about me playing guitar anymore. Were hiring me as a singer, and that was cracking me up. And then Nashville, once COVID hit, um, my wife and I were starting to talk about moving and talking about starting a family. And I don't know if we want to do that here. and we visited Nashville on a kind of a vacation trip just to scope it out, and we fell in love. And I was like, if I'm going to do anything with this music career, it's got to probably be in Nashville. This is like the hub for country music recording for that kind of
Yeah.
life we were planning. And we made the move, drove actually cross country to Nashville and had our baby Jack over here when we moved, and life's good. Bakersfield's always home. And I
Yeah.
still got some family there, but yeah, Nashville is where we're putting down our roots for sure.
And I see you're repping Bakersfield too with the hat there.
Oh yeah, I got my Buck Owens t-shirt and my Bakersfield Emporium hat. I got a collection of these. Every time I come back home, I got to buy a few more.
I love it. Now, I know you can't tell us, what happens in the future, but battle rounds are coming up. At least we're going to be able to watch them here. What has it been like working with Reba McEntire, getting ready for the battle rounds?
Man, they say don't meet your heroes, and I grew up, a Reba fan, uh, and I can honestly say she's one of the ones you can meet. She's just the sweetest, most genuine person. Smile, just very warm. When the cameras turn off, you don't get a different Reba, and I've always appreciated that about her. She's who what you see is what you get. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah. And as far as song choice, I actually saw another song where you sang Tennessee Whiskey. I saw that on YouTube, and oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's just your voice is amazing. Are you looking to get into different types of genres on the show, or what do you want to sing on the show?
Yeah, man, it's difficult, picking the right songs for the right rounds and all that. Um, Yeah, the battle round coming up, they did a good job. I think you're going to see me sing a little off genre. I always try to stay a little close, close to where I started in the country and Americana, but we do jump off genre a little bit without giving too much away. Got some stuff coming up, songs that I wouldn't expect myself to sing, and yeah, I think they went over pretty well. I'll have to watch battles coming up
Yeah,
Mondays and
no, def
Tuesdays, y'all.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. What do you want to say to your fans here in Bakersfield?
Man, for all you in Bakersfield following along now, and all the guys and gals that I grew up with and watching me losing their minds, been blowing up my phones for the past 24, 48 hours. I appreciate you all and thank you all so much. Keep watching, keep supporting, and thank you guys so much. It means
Yeah.
everything.
We're so excited to watch you. And like I said, you're such an incredible talent. I've been playing your audition loudly in the newsroom, and everybody comes over and says, "Who is that? Is that Chris Stapleton?" And I
Yeah, yeah,
said, "It sounds just like him." But
yeah,
I,
it's discount Chris Stapleton, like
oh no, come on.
bargain
You're not
bin
giving
Chris
yourself enough
Stapleton.
credit. You're
Uh,
amazing.
that guy
I'm
lives
so
on a
looking
different planet, but I appreciate the compliment every time it comes up. It means that's insane.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to the season, Aaron, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's really been a pleasure talking to you, and best of
Thank
luck on
you
season
too.
28 of The Voice.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. You guys are amazing. Appreciate everything you're doing. And again, thank you so much for having me on. This is crazy.